You may not know why this video appeared on your screen today. Maybe you were just scrolling. Maybe you clicked without thinking. Maybe your mind is tired and you are simply looking for something that could quiet the noise inside your heart. But moments like this rarely happen by accident. Sometimes a message appears in your life at the exact moment your soul is about to enter a new chapter. A moment right before things begin to shift. A moment before doors open that you cannot yet see. And today, before your life begins to change, Krishna wants you to hear this. So pause for a moment. Take a slow breath. Because if these words have reached you today, it may not be coincidence at all. It may be guidance. And somewhere deep within your heart, you might already feel it. Because the truth is, you have been carrying a lot lately. Your mind has been running constantly. Even when the world becomes quiet at night, your thoughts refuse to slow down. You lie awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow, wondering if you are doing enough, wondering if life is slowly slipping away while you try your best just to hold everything together. Sometimes the exhaustion is not even physical, it is emotional. The kind of tiredness that comes from trying to stay strong when nobody really knows how much you are struggling. Maybe you smile in front of others, but inside you feel pressure building. Pressure about money, pressure about the future, pressure about expectations that seem heavier every year. Sometimes you wonder if you're falling behind while everyone else seems to move forward. Sometimes you look at your life and quietly ask yourself a question you're afraid to say out loud. Will things ever change for me? That still has not happened. Maybe you are trying to stay hopeful while watching doors close. Maybe you are carrying responsibilities for family, for work, for survival, and the weight of it all has slowly begun to drain your spirit. And sometimes, the loneliness makes it even harder. You can be surrounded by people, and still feel like nobody truly understands the battles happening inside your mind. The silent battles, the quiet worries, the fear of failure, the fear that you might disappoint people you love, or maybe the deeper fear that life might pass without you ever becoming the person you know you are meant to be. Your mind has been trying to solve everything, but your heart is tired. And maybe today, you needed someone to remind you that you are not fighting alone. Because long before you reach this moment, Krishna has been watching your journey, not with judgment, but with compassion. Krishna is not distant from human struggle. He understands confusion, doubt, fear, and moments when the heart becomes overwhelmed by life's battles. Krishna does not stand far away from those who struggle. He walks beside them. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna did not speak to a king sitting comfortably on a throne. He spoke to a warrior whose hands were shaking, a warrior who felt lost, a warrior who had reached the moment where everything felt too heavy to carry. And perhaps today you are standing in a moment that feels very similar. There is a story that has echoed through time because it mirrors the struggle every human soul eventually faces. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjuna stood between two armies. The ground trembled with the footsteps of thousands of warriors. Conches had sounded, signaling the beginning of a war that would change the world. But in that moment, Arjuna's heart collapsed. He looked across the battlefield and saw people he loved, teachers, family, friends. And suddenly the warrior who had never feared battle felt his strength disappear. His hands began to tremble. His bow slipped from his fingers. His mind filled with doubt and confusion. He sat down in his chariot and said something that many people quietly feel in their own lives. I cannot do this. The battle ahead of him felt impossible. The weight of the moment felt unbearable. He did not know which path was right. And sitting beside him in the chariot, holding the reins calmly, was Krishna. Krishna did not shout at him. He did not criticize his actions. He did not abandon him in his moment of weakness. Instead, Krishna spoke with calm compassion. He reminded Arjuna who he truly was. He reminded him that confusion is temporary, but the soul is eternal. He reminded him that even when the path ahead feels overwhelming, divine guidance is always present. And maybe, just maybe, this moment in your life is your Kurukshetra. Maybe you are standing on a battlefield that nobody else can see. a battlefield of decisions, a battlefield of uncertainty, a battlefield where your courage is being tested. You may not know what will happen next, but Krishna sees the path even when you cannot. Krishna sees the strength inside you that you have forgotten. Krishna sees the future chapters of your life that are quietly unfolding. Begin. Krishna wants to remind you of something very important. You are stronger than the fear inside your mind. You are more capable than the doubts that whisper to you at night. You are more guided than you realize. Right now, wherever you are, let this moment become a prayer. Close your eyes if you can. Take a slow breath and allow your heart to speak. Krishna, divine guide of the universe, the one who stands beside every soul during its darkest battles. Today we come before you with hearts that are tired, minds that are heavy, and spirits that are searching for peace. Krishna, you know every silent worry we carry. You see the struggles we rarely speak about. You understand the pressure we feel to stay strong when life becomes overwhelming. So today we ask for your presence to surround us. Thoughts. Bring clarity where confusion has taken over. Bring strength where exhaustion has weakened our spirit. Krishna, protect the hearts that are listening to this message today. Protect them from fear that paralyzes their hope. Protect them from thoughts that convince them they are not enough. Remind them that every soul has its own divine timing. Krishna, for the one who is worrying about money tonight, open unexpected doors of opportunity. For the one who feels stuck in life, guide them toward the path they cannot yet see. For the one who feels alone, surround them with divine support and loving connections. For the one who feels exhausted from trying, renew their strength from within. Krishna, remove the obstacles that have been blocking their path. Clear the unseen barriers that have delayed their progress. Turn setbacks into redirection. Turn pain into wisdom. Turn this moment of struggle into the beginning of a powerful transformation. Krishna, place courage in their hearts. Let them walk forward with confidence, even when the road is unclear. Let them trust that every challenge they have faced is shaping them into a stronger version of themselves. Let them feel your presence guiding them quietly through every decision they must make. And Krishna, we ask for blessings not only for survival, but for growth. Open doors of abundance. Open doors of wisdom. Open doors of purpose. Let the person listening to this prayer experience moments of breakthrough that remind them the universe has not forgotten them. Let unexpected blessings arrive at the perfect time. Discouragement once lived. Krishna, restore families that have been strained by hardship. Bring healing to relationships that need compassion and understanding. Fill homes with peace instead of tension. Fill hearts with patience instead of frustration. Krishna, strengthen the one who feels like giving up today. Remind them that their story is not finished. Remind them that some of life's greatest blessings appear right after the hardest seasons. Remind them that transformation often begins when the soul feels closest to exhaustion. If this prayer is speaking to your heart right now, type Hare Krishna in the comments. Not for the algorithm, but as a declaration of faith. A declaration that your heart is open to guidance. A declaration that you are not walking through life alone. And quietly say these words within your spirit. I will not fear today. I will trust the path that is unfolding. I will move forward with courage, because sometimes Krishna sends a message just days before everything begins to change. Sometimes guidance arrives right before the breakthrough. Sometimes the moment when you feel most uncertain is the moment right before clarity appears. The mind often believes that struggle means failure, but Krishna reminds us that struggle often means preparation. The seed must break open before it grows. The night must reach its darkest point before the sunrise begins. And perhaps right now your life is standing at the edge of a new sunrise. You cannot see it yet, but Krishna can. Krishna knows the opportunities that are moving towards you. Krishna knows the people who will enter your life at the right moment. Krishna knows the doors that are preparing to open. Even the challenges you have faced were not meaningless. They were shaping your resilience, teaching your heart patience, preparing you for responsibilities that are still ahead. Krishna, we thank you for the protection we did not even realize we received. We thank you for the dangers you quietly guided us away from. We thank you for the strength that appeared during moments when we believed we could not continue. Krishna, place peace into the mind of the person listening now. Slow their thoughts, calm their worries. Let them breathe deeply, knowing that the universe is not working against them, it is guiding them. Krishna, replace anxiety with trust. Replace confusion with clarity, courage. Let their heart feel the quiet assurance that they are exactly where they need to be in this moment of their journey, even if the road feels uncertain, even if progress feels slow, even if the future feels unclear, because sometimes the most powerful transformations happen quietly. One step at a time, one decision at a time, one prayer at a time. Krishna, guide their steps today. Guide their words, guide their thoughts. Lead them toward the choices that bring peace rather than regret. And when life becomes difficult again, remind them of this moment. Remind them that they are stronger than the storm. Remind them that divine guidance never disappears. Remind them that even when they cannot see Krishna, Krishna can always see them. And before this prayer comes to an end, let their heart feel the quiet assurance that they are exactly where they need to be in this moment of their journey, to its peaceful end. Krishna wants you to remember something very important. You were not brought to this moment by accident. Every experience in your life has been shaping your next chapter. The struggles, the doubts, the waiting, the lessons. All of it has been preparing your soul for something greater than you currently understand. Krishna is already guiding the next chapter of your life. Even now, even in ways you cannot yet recognize. The door you have been waiting for may already be opening. The clarity you have been searching for may already be forming. The strength you thought you lost may already be returning. So walk forward today with quiet confidence. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. Krishna walks beside you. Through every challenge, every decision, every uncertain moment. And before your life begins to change, Krishna wanted you to hear this. Everything is unfolding exactly as it needs to. Stay strong. Stay patient. Stay faithful. Your next chapter is already being written.